What's going on, guys? Sean here from OlightStore.com, and I want to wish you a happy National Knife Day. Now, we are absolutely pumped for this holiday because if you haven't noticed, we've released a ton of models under our Oknife brand. And to celebrate this holiday, we're actually having one of the biggest knife sales we've ever done going on right now until Thursday night at midnight Eastern time. So you got about a day and a half in order to get these deals while supplies last. Now, in this video, I'm going to be talking about the best deal of the entire sale, which is for our Splint model. So in this video, we're going to do a brief unboxing on the Splint, show you everything it comes with, do some size comparisons and talk about the specs, and talk about the amazing deals that you can get on these up to 40% off right now using the link in the description of this video. Now, before we get started, since this is National Knife Day, of course I have to give one away. So we're going to give away an orange Splint right here in this video. In order for you to enter to win this, all you have to do is make sure you're subscribed to this channel, like this video, give it a thumbs up, and leave one comment in the comment section below on what is your favorite version of the Splint so far. We're going to pick a winner once the sale is over on Friday, so good luck to you guys. Now, with that said, let's take a look at these up close. Let's go ahead and open up this orange Splint because I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like. The packaging is the same for all of the different versions, so just use this as an example when you get yours. If you get the black or the gray version, anything like that, it'll be the same box, it'll just be a different color. So I'm going to go ahead and slice this one open with my Desert Camo Splint, and we'll take a look at everything that it comes with because it really is impressive. I really am blown away by the packaging, especially compared to the other knife companies that are out there. So we've got this kind of shiny embossed Oknife logo there, which looks really cool. You can see it kind of shining in the light there. And as you can see, we have this stitched Oknife logo right here on this pouch that it comes in. And then we'll go ahead and open this up. We're going to see the knife here in this plastic. And then also, one of the coolest things about the Splint is that it also comes with this metal collector's coin. So let's take a look at that. You can see the Splint logo that right there. It says Oknife folding pocket knife there. And then it says Outdoor Elite Oknife there as well. This is a very heavy coin. I would assume it's brass, just considering the heft of this thing and how thick it is. So really impressed by that. And the cool thing about this little sheath here is it even has a little separate pocket right here to put your coin so that it doesn't scratch your knife when you put your knife away. Like, how cool is that, guys? Like, I have knives that are extremely expensive. They do not show up like this. So very impressive. Also here in the back, we have this very minimalist little cover here, and then I'm going to just open this up. So we're going to have the user manual there, and then also if I slide this out, we have a microfiber cloth as well. So very, very cool, and that even has the Oknife logo on there. So pretty remarkable, the packaging that you get for a knife that costs what, around $50 during the sale, which is absolutely absurd. So let's take a look at this up close now that it's unboxed. I will show you, I did take this out of the plastic wrap, so I've never touched this knife before. You guys are watching me play with this knife for the very first time. We've got a nice lock up there, probably at around 30%. Perfect centering. Excellent action. Not too bad for such a small, thin blade stock right there. Obviously, this is the first few times this thing's been flicked, so it's going to loosen up over time and kind of wear in a little bit, but I am absolutely overjoyed with the quality of this and the presentation and just simply the experience of receiving this knife, opening it up, and checking it out for the first time. So let's go ahead and talk about the specs on this compact knife, okay? So it has a 2.97 inch blade, which is perfect because there's a lot of places where you can't carry a blade that's 3 inches or longer. So we strategically made the knife 2.97 inches to make sure that it's legal in honestly most parts of the world, as long as, you know, you can actually have a locking knife. I know there's some places in Europe where the knife can't even lock, but most of the time you can get away with a less than 3 inch blade in most parts of the world. So that's really nice to see. It's also an overall length of 6.93 inches. So we're looking at almost 7 inches from here to here. If you take a look at the handle length, it is 3.96 inches, which is fantastic. I love that ratio of the blade being 1 inch less than the handle. That means you're getting a really nice blade to handle ratio. You're getting a lot of blade for the size of that handle. Now let's go ahead and do some comparisons just for fun, just to show you how small the splint is. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in the extremely popular Drever, and as you can see, if I put them butt to butt, the Drever is substantially larger than the splint. Now if we go ahead and bring in another really popular EDC that we offer, right here I have the Beagle. Let's go ahead and put those together. So the Beagle is slightly shorter than the Drever, and I'll even bring the Drever back in so you can see that. So it's almost small, medium, large right here when you're going from the Splint to the Beagle to the Drever. So that's something to keep in mind. Let's pull in another very small knife here, the Parrot, which is actually going to be a little bit smaller than the Splint. So we have the Parrot right there, much chunkier, but much shorter of a knife. And then I will go ahead, bring in the Ratel. That's another nice little comparison there. So the Ratel is actually somewhat close, a little bit longer blade length on that, but it is probably the closest to the Splint size out of all of these so far. I'm gonna go ahead and bring in a couple of big ones just to drive it home how small the Splint is. So right here we have the Zilla, and you can see that absolutely trumps the Splint right there. Much, much larger knife. And then also, of course, just for fun, let's go ahead and bring in the Gar. Look at that. That's incredible, guys. It's like 3 times the size of the Splint. So hopefully that gives you a good comparison between the Splint and most of the other Oknife models that we offer. So as you can see, the presentation of these knives is some of the best in the industry. I've received knives that are much more expensive than this Splint, and the packaging was nowhere near the quality of this, and considering that you get that collector's coin with the knife as well, and the microfiber cloth. I'm really impressed with the presentation, and these are a fantastic gift for friends and family. Now with that said, let's go over all of the deals that you guys can get on these today. I went ahead and pushed the black version and the gray version to the side right here because I wanted to show you these 2 new variants that we have for this sale. Now, of course, as I've mentioned, and part of this video's giveaway is the orange version here. You can notice that it does have a blue pivot on here. We did that just to change it up and give the knife a little bit of pop. Now, what's interesting about this is, as you can see right here, we have a scale kit. So we're actually selling the Desert Camo scales separately from the knife. So you can't buy the Splint like this. You're going to have to purchase the Splint plus the scales in a bundle. The good thing about that is the scale plus the Splint bundles that we have available for this sale are 40% off, giving you a price of less than $60 for a Splint plus the aluminum scales. Easily one of the best deals in the knife industry. I think that price is unreal. So we have bundles with the Desert Camo scales with actually each version of the Splint that's compatible. The titanium version, obviously, it's not compatible with the removable scales, but with the orange, black, and gray version, you can get it bundled with the scales for 40% off, again giving you a price that is just a few cents under $60, and that qualifies you for free shipping on our website. And that's why I said that the Splint is kind of stealing the show for this sale, because I think it's absolutely ridiculous that you can get a knife of this caliber plus a set of aluminum scales together for less than $60. It really does blow my mind. Now, just to keep things easy, we do have a few other 40% off bundles that are an incredible deal. So you can get the orange splint here with an i3T, a little handheld flashlight, perfect little EDC combo right there if you want to keep your carry small. We also have the black splint bundled with the blue and black Nightclaw. And then we also have the gray splint bundled with the tan Nightclaw as well. So we got 3 more 40% off bundles that you can choose from on top of the bundles that come with the desert camo scales as well. So there's so many different ways that you can get an absolutely screaming deal on a splint plus another product. Now I also want to highlight another nice 40% off bundle we have with the black splint and the orange version, and that is with the Plum i5R. This looks amazing, guys. I love the gold with this kind of shiny purple right here. It really is a great piece for the collection or the lady at home. So again, you can get the orange version with the Plum or the black version with the Plum for 40% off. We also have a really cool kind of larger bundle option with the gray splint and a desert tan i3T, an O bag, little kit bag, and the O Pry Pro, and that's another bundle that's 40% off, and that is less than $100 on that. So guys, please pick up a splint bundle during this sale. They are all 40% off and some of the best deals that we have done all year long and are going to do this year. Thanks so much for checking out this unboxing and overview of one of our most popular Oknife models, the Splint. As you can see, these are an incredible value and truly an excellent everyday carry pocket knife. There's so many different ways to play with these. I really haven't seen that many knives available from any brand that has a hole in the blade, a flipper tab, and a front flipper all on the same knife. So this has probably the biggest fidget factor out of any knife that I own. Also, these are extremely slicey. That thin blade stock right there coming to an extremely thin edge is so perfect for everyday tasks like opening boxes, cords, anything like that. Also, I'm a big fan of the pocket clip right here. It's got that deep carry clip, so it's going to be very discreet in the pocket no matter what you're doing that day. Guys, check these out and more at our website. The link is in the description of this video, and don't forget to enter to win one of these in this video before you move on to another video. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope you take advantage of these deals before the prices go back up, and we'll see you guys in the next video.